Right, hello, it's TK again. So I recently just uploaded a video. Oh, it's raining outside. Very nice, very moody. I'm filming by my windowsill, and you can see, I'm just gonna point it out right now, Tom York in the background, so just ignore that. It's actually not a poster. It looks like it could be a poster. It's actually a painting on canvas, and I think it's just absolutely extraordinary. And I'll try and remember who did it, but I received it as a birthday present. So anyway, you can see him peeking out from behind me. But I thought I'd give this a little shot, and I might not upload this if I don't think it could benefit or add to something or inspire someone. But I like poetry, and I just uploaded a video recently today about one of my poems, me reading one of my poems, called Attic of the Mind. And I've also got An Animal Always and Littlest Pet Shop Crew to read, so I'll have to read those at some point too. I've got plenty to read. And none of them are really like finished yet. They're work in progress, whatever you want to call it. But sure, I want to get them out of me, so then I have them as an outlet, but then I also get some input from others, and I suppose all that great stuff. But today I thought you guys, who I was watching this, I'm building up a little community here, I hope. Oh, a bird flew really close by. That's nice. I do tarot, and I've been doing tarot practicing since 2021, and I thought it'd be really cool. It was kind of a product of the pandemic. I felt like I really got into it during that time, 2021. And I was young enough then, and I'm young enough now. So I've not been practicing for that long, but I thought it'd be fun to do a little kind of like reading for a poetry prompt. So like pull the cards, see what I get intuitively, and make up a poetry prompt. And then if anyone's watching this, I can do my own, and then you guys can do your own, and you can comment it down below, and I might do the one that I write down below based on whatever cards we pull from the tarot. So let's get into it. Here we go. What type of vibe this poem should be, right? So I ask, creative writing exercise. Let me see. A poem prompt, please and thank you. Upright. Reading the meanings of the cards. Upright. So let's see how this goes. I don't know what we're gonna get, obviously, but right. Poetry prompt, please and thank you. Don't be camera shy now. We've got some people watching, hopefully. So poetry prompts, please and thank you. Hopefully you guys are kind of into this stuff or are curious about it. Anyway, if you're not, just click off this video. You don't need to be forced to sit around for tarot if you're here for the poetry or whatever. Or if you're not even sure why you're here, hello. Sometimes I don't know why I'm here. Right. Poetry prompt, please and thank you. Can we get upright? Poetry prompt, please and thank you. To create a poem, anything that can inspire us, please and thank you. If you guys want to follow along, if you're watching, poetry prompt, please and thank you. Poetry prompt, please. Oh, there we go. There we go. One fell. All right. Let's see what that is. Maybe this is our card. Maybe we only need one. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Emperor. Interesting. That could be our card. We'll maybe see if we can pull another one while we're at it. Wants to come through for a poetry prompt or any creative writing exercise prompt, but this is kind of for the poets because I guess my channel's focused a bit on the poetry. So upright per usual. What wants to come through for poetry prompt, please and thank you. I'm hearing like sitting in your power, standing in your power, learning to say no. That could be really interesting as a poem. You could start off with saying no, no, no. All the things I told you so. Something like that. That could be really interesting. Sure, that could be the start of mine. I don't know. I'm just spitting out stuff here. Right, poetry prompt. please and thank you. If there's anything else I want to add to this to inspire us, the people watching, to inspire me to write a poem, I'm sure I can write it and include it in this video, or I can write it and put it down below depending on how long this video will be. So poetry prompts, please and thank you. Poetry prompts. Hopefully not camera shy. Oh wow, okay. Something about determination, great speed, power. So this is interesting. And we'll pull one more. So we've got the Emperor, we have the 8 of Wands, and we're going to pull one more. Can I have a prompt for poetry, please and thank you? One more prompt. Let's see what we get. One more prompt for poetry, please and thank you. I know the very basic meanings. There are some cards that I associate a lot with different points in my life. But ones that I know quite well that would kind of stalk me and follow me. But can I get a poetry prompt, please? And thank you. A card for a poetry prompt. A prompt for a poem. And then there's some that I'm not as familiar with. So I know the Emperor quite well and the 8 of Wands quite well. The 8 of Wands is movement, actions, conclusions. Those are just keywords. So I learn by keywords. It's easiest for me. They're just short and sweet and they stick in my mind. But can I have a poetry prompt, please and thank you? One last card to be used as a poetry prompt, please and thank you. What's the story? What's going on here? Oh wow, okay. So I want our prompts. This is what mine's going to be. This is what came to my head. So we have the Emperor. We have the 8 of Wands. And we have the 10 of Cups. What a beautiful little poetry prompt. So I don't see this as being melancholy tinged in any way, which is great because I'm not in the mood for a poem that taps into sadness, even though I find those can be helpful sometimes. Definitely here it can be a certain amount of joyous energy, joyful energy to this. So I would say our prompt today is making a poem all around the word no. How you stand in your power when you say no, and quickly you see that goodness can come from within and can come to you, and how it lets you stand and sit in your power when you say no. So maybe like comment a time you had to say no, or write a poem about the power of saying no and the power of standing your ground, and how then something quickly will fall into place. That these are our cards. Oh, let me see. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Anyway, yeah, so the Emperor I'm getting is like, it could be about a king either. You could write a poem about a king. And then with the 8 of Wands, fast movement, fast action. So maybe really fast, like if there's verses, like verses and stuff, you know, fast, like quick. The line breaks are quick, it's choppy maybe. That would be really cool because of the 8 of Wands. And then the ending of the poem can end on a hopeful, kind of happy note about abundance, prosperity, luck, family too, maybe even family if you want to tie family into this. So very interesting. There's a lot to work off there. I feel like mine is going to be around the power of saying no, and it's going to be slightly choppy, and it's going to be about how that can ultimately lead to your happiness when you sometimes know is necessary. So that could be a message for someone else too, maybe saying no is necessary. But that's why I heard standing, sitting in your power, sometimes it's best to say no, and the joy that can come out of looking out just for yourself when you need it most, and how you know when to say no, and that no is sometimes enough. Actually, most of the time it is enough. Like, no is a full it's a full sentence, it's a full statement, and it's a word, and we all know what it means. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, how I got that. You might interpret these cards completely differently, but we got the Emperor, and we got the 8 of Wands, and we got the 10 of Cups. So this is our poetry prompt for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this sort of interesting if you're not really into this stuff, and maybe a bit more curious or open to it now, because it doesn't need to be, if you're not spiritual, it doesn't need to be spiritual in nature, but I find for the creative mind it does wonders, because it's such a story based, it's such visual with symbolism and stuff that's been coming up for centuries and symbolism, and it can really inspire stories and poems. And yeah, I just think, I don't know the way it works, I don't claim to know the way it works, but that's my view on it. I find it quite a helpful creative tool, if anything, so that's why I'm using it today, as a creative tool. I hope you guys can use it as a creative tool too. And I'm gonna go, this is my second video today, so I won't be uploading another one, but I thought this was interesting to do and it's turned out quite well. So I'm gonna leave my poem in the comments below, or in the description below, and if you guys want to make a poem about that, about a king, or about the power of saying no, or sitting or standing on a throne, royalty or royal family, or happiness and fast moving, having it fast moving, having a good pace to it, sure, go ahead. Obviously no pressure if it doesn't sound like music to your ears. So I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. Hopefully I've not been waffling on for too long. This is coming up to 11 minutes, so this feels good. But that was me in real time, just spitting out whatever was coming straight to my mind. So if this video isn't for you, that's fine, but hopefully there's a few people out there that will enjoy this, and seeing how my brain works and how their brain works with the prompt that's been given. So I will write that poem, and sure, I'll upload this soon. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, so you're seeing me now anyway. Sure, I would have been uploaded, so I'm just gonna go. I'm being a bit silly now, right? Bye bye. This was really nice, thank you.